Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Sasha here, of course. You're back at House of Solana, bringing you the creativity of this passion fruit drink look. I really love how it came out. I had a lot of fun doing it with these like really fun fuchsia and cranberry colors. Fun lip combo for you that I did. The only thing I did not show was the blush. This part here, which I use the Saharan blush palette. I always use their blushes. It's awesome. And I used Neo. That's the color that I used. And of course, I just put that right in my cheeks. So I can't wait for you to enjoy this video. You see, I've been doing some uploading and I'm just so excited for y'all to enjoy it. I'm glad to be back. I've been doing a lot lately, so I am definitely trying to keep the flow going. So of course, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Of course, both of those are House of Solana, which is SOLANA. And if you're ready to get into it, just keep on watching. Hey everybody, so I'm getting ready to start with the brows, and I'm just using light strokes, and I'm just dragging that across my brow, just on my natural shape of my brow. And I'm using MAC's Stud pencil. So just in the inner corners, I just take the pencil and I just actually do some light strokes up, and then as the rest of my brow, I actually just take that down, but it still looks natural. Next, I'm taking my concealer, which is NC45 by MAC, and I'm just taking that and shaping my brows. I'm just going right under my brow bone, cleaning that up, and I'm dragging the concealer down. And I'm not actually just blending it out yet, I am just covering my base. Covering my eyelid with the concealer, and then I will blend out. And again, I'm just dragging that down, and then just covering my whole eyelid. Next, I'm taking my large fluff brush by Sigma, and that is the E50 brush. And then I'm just distributing all the products all over my lid. And that's how I'm getting my smooth base. Now it looks a lot more even. Next, I'm taking my powder, which is the MAC Patrick Starrr powder, which is a really beautiful powder. And I'm just sealing the concealer in. And I'm just only taking that on my brow bone and my crease. Festival palette, and I'm just going in with my first color. And I'm not doing just a transition, I'm going right in with the darkest color that I want to put on the eyes. And I'm just placing that as well right now. And that shade is Opala. And that's a really deep orange. So I'm just doing my placement. I'm just tapping off some of the brush. And then I'm going in to blend. So now it's starting to blend out evenly the way I would like it to. So I will be doing a cut crease today as well, because those eyes are dope, isn't they? Now I'm going into the Zulu palette. These actually don't have any names, and I'm just going in with that orange color. It's more of a brighter orange. That one was more of a red orange, and I'm just going right on top of it. See, now that's starting to blend out. You see all the colors are kind of mixing together. Now I'm taking Oro, which is in the same festival palette, and I just really like that orange shade. It's almost kind of like an orange mustard shade. I'm just going on top of that orange. And it's a really pretty sunset. I really like that sunset orange and that yellow. I'm taking that and I'm just blending all those colors together. That way they can all meet. And I won't have any harsh lines. Now I'm, of course, I'm taking my concealer NC45 and I am just cutting my lid So you notice I didn't set my lid because I was just like, what's the point when I'm going right back to set it anyway? I'm not actually just going to be winging the concealer out this time. I'm going to be just staying right in place. Well, where actually my eye ends. I was using the liquid for a while because it actually was just dragging a lot smoother than the cream, as you can see. But I really like using the cream when I am getting ready to lay down my colors. I actually like doing that better, so I've actually gone back to the cream as well. Most likely I would use the liquid if I was going to do some glitter. Alright, next I am going into the Masquerade palette, which is the Masquerade II. This became one of my favorite palettes. It's extremely pigmented, which all of them are, but I just love the colors. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. And you can see that how it just sticks to the concealer base. And that is in the shade Zora. I just think that color is beautiful. As I was filming this, I was just dying inside. Like, oh my God, this is so pretty. So you see the shape that I actually did when I was cutting my lid. I did not go all the way out this time. I stayed in because I was actually going to be doing that color that I was so desperately wanting to put on my lid. And I'm just taking my blending brush and I'm blending that out. And I am using the Sigma. Using the Sigma, which is the E40 brush. And I'm still going into the Masquerade 2 palette, and I am using Nomad, and I'm just putting that on the center. And that's a really pretty cranberry color too. So I'm just packing that on my flat shader brush. You can use any flat shader brush that you like to use. I was just going in with the Sigma, which is the E55. And actually just pack that on the lid, and I just blend out as well to that color that is on my outer eye there, because you still want it to blend seamlessly as well. So see, I'm trying to clean up that little dent I had because I was getting on my nerves when I was actually cutting my lid. So I was just like, okay, let me just move on, I'll fix it. So that color is, oh my God, that's so pretty. I love that color. Very, very pretty. So of course I just go back and forth and just blend. And now I am taking that color Marrakesh. It's like a really pretty peach. I love that peach color. I'm just taking that and putting that on my inner corner. And I'm blending that into Nomad. I just want to make sure that everything is blended properly. I'm just checking, of course, everything. And I'm just blending that right in. And it just brightens the whole look up. I love how it brightened up my eye. I'm still taking my deeper shade and I'm just blending that out on the corners. So I really want that to pop. So I noticed, of course, with the cream, that really just had my eyelid just on point. Because when you actually get ready to put your colors on, that is the powder that will be setting the cream, so it does not crease. I used to just set my whole eyelid, but I don't really do that as much anymore because I already have the powder setting it. And I know sometimes it can crease if you are not careful, but I've just been doing this technique for a while and it's actually been working for me. So I do like that. And then of course I was just doing some like wear tests with that type of technique, and it does not crease. It really doesn't. Alright, so I'm going back to the Festival palette, and I'm going in with Indogwu. I'm saying that right. Indogwu. Odogwu. So, just going on my brow bone a little bit. And you see I just got some that went down on my crease area. So I'm just blending that back out. With any, of course, eye look, you of course have to go back and do something, especially if you lose a little bit of color. don't know what I think I was watching something. I was watching probably one of my YouTubers I like to watch when I'm doing my makeup. I'm just taking my wet wipe, and I like to use the, actually, it's close to the Neutrogena, which is the Equate from Walmart. They work just as good, and I clean up under my eyes. So next I am taking the Fenty Beauty Primer. This primer is really nice. It smells good and is matte. So this is the Pro Filtr Primer. And I actually like that it gets tacky. That way your foundation can actually grip onto the skin. Don't worry about the white cast because that is going to leave as soon as you put your foundation on. And I'm just going to be mixing those two foundations together, which is, that is $4.70 from the Fenty Beauty. And then also I'm taking the Lancôme, and that is the 550 Suede C. The 550 Suede C is actually a little more neutral, and the Fenty is a little more red. So I just put those two together. I still am more red undertone, but I need a little bit of neutral as well. Because I really felt like in the Fenty I couldn't find my perfect shade that I wanted, because I hate to mix or to buy another one. I be wanting to have my correct shade, but of course it doesn't happen all the time. But I actually liked how I did mix those two together. And I did 3 pumps of the Fenty and also 3 pumps of the Lancôme. So then of course, just to blend everything, I actually just placed it first, then I blended. So then I just kind of blew my cheeks out a little bit so that way I can get all the product distributed everywhere I want it to be. And also for the brush, I am using the Real Techniques brush. Their brushes are actually really nice as well. I really like their brushes. I always watch Pixie Woo. I really learned a lot of tips from them as well when starting in makeup. And I'm using the Anastasia Concealer, and I'm using the shade 6.5. I'm just only going just right there, maybe just to right at the end of my eye when I actually do my concealer, because the product will spread. Product spreads, and you don't have to go all the way out in order to get that nice brightened effect. If you feel it may work for you best, then that's fine, but I'm just showing you a technique that I like to do for mine. I was just kind of laughing because I was like, man, that stuff is kind of like so red. But now I'm just taking my beauty blender and I'm just blending all of that out under the eyes, and just see how it spreads, and it's just going out. And then that's basically how you're creating your triangle, so you don't have to do such a huge triangle on your face all the time. I'm just spreading all the product out. And also I just sprayed my beauty blender as well. You could spray it with your Fix Plus. You can spray it with anything. What's that one that's really good, which is the Mario Skincare? I actually like spraying it with that. It smells pretty good as well. And I'm just actually squeezing my beauty blender and I'm going right down the nose. And then I take the side of it, or the butt of the beauty blender, and I'm blending out my forehead. And I actually go and set it right away. I'm going to set it with that same Patrick Starrr powder. And I'm using another Real Techniques brush, and that is a setting brush. And this brush is nice and soft. I really love how it feels. I actually feel like it really gets under the eye very well. And it picks up product great. I love the way it just picks up the product right away, but not too much. So I go in and set right away so my concealer does not crease. Actually just putting a little bit more there because I hate how I have those dark marks there after acne. It's kind of annoying. Now I'm just, of course, contouring, and I'm taking the Black Up. I'm taking the shade Dark number 5. Then I think I took like a concealer, not a concealer, but I actually took maybe like a darker shadow, and I put that on my forehead a little too much. So yeah. So I go on with my blush, and that is the Saharan blush, and I go in with the color Abbey right on top of it. Because I feel like it doesn't make it too purple, because if I put that on by itself, it kind of casts off as purple. But I actually put that on top of my Dark 5 contour, and it comes out nice actually. I'm just swirling my brush around in the shade Pecan from Fashion Fair. And it's my loose setting powder. It's just my color powder, and I'm just putting it everywhere to set everything in place. Next, I'm taking my smudger brush. You can take any smudger brush, a small dense brush. I'm just, of course, taking this one from Sigma, and I'm just running that deeper color that I had on the outer corner, which is Zara, and I am going right under my lash line. Of course, that just ties the whole look in together. You have all this dramaticness on the top, and you need a little something on the bottom to tie everything in. So you see how that just connects, and I'm just going, and I'm not going fully in. I just took a little bit. Now I'm just taking the white, that white color. You can take any white shine or any like light peach shine. Really nice frosty color. But I'm using, in the inner corner, I am going in with Aziza from Masquerade 2. I'm just doing the reverse contour. I usually don't even do that. I usually never do it because I just feel like it does not work for me. But I just did it this time because I just wanted my contour to be a little bit sharper, and I'll just, you know, dust that away while I'm waiting. And I'm using Poshmetics. Hey Kira. So I'm using Poshmetics, and this is in the shade Queen of the Beam. This stuff is potent. Okay, you see how I'm like, look how it's like flowing up. And look, just like one little tap, you have everything you need after one tap. And I'm just blending that out with my fan brush. I really do love my fan brush, or like a large powder blush brush. I'm just putting that on my Cupid's bow and all the places where I need to highlight. And I'm just using the dual fiber brush, and that is from Sigma. And that is in F15. So I just go right down my nose. I actually don't do the tip because I've already highlighted with the concealer. So with this stuff, that lasts forever. Like, I would have to take that and use like it with your favorite lotion, or with like you know, like with some baby oil or body glow. You can turn this into a body glow of anything you like, because you really only need what's in the cap. This stuff is really pretty. So now I'm just taking the brush and blending out my reverse contours. Yeah, I feel like that worked a little bit. I'm using my lip combo, and I am taking, it's almost close to Current a little bit, I believe, or Night Moth, but I've used the Fashion Fair, and I believe this is After the Storm. It's around that. Yeah, it's around, yeah, After the Storm. It came off so much, I really couldn't read it, but I believe it's that. But if you have like more of like a plumish color, that would work. And I'm just taking, of course, that on the outer perimeter of my lip. I'm taking Patrick Starrr in Mamastarrr. That was actually my favorite lipstick from the collection. It's really pretty. Also has like a little bit of a pinky undertone. It's really, really pretty. But, you know, I'm going to do it up with a lot of color. And the Milani, that is just beautiful. Love it. And, of course, you just seen my reaction. So pretty. Such a gorgeous color. And it's Raving Matte. That's what it's called, from Milani. Next, I'm taking MAC. And then the MAC, it is Let's Rock. Such a beautiful color. It has that, like that green, and then it has like that shift to it of like pink. It's just, oh, it blends with everything. Ooh, so excited. Yep, I was feeling it, working the camera. Okay guys, that is the finished look. I hope you like it. I feel like I'm a passion fruit drink right now. Like an island girl. So, island, Wakandan girl, whatever you call it, right? So, maybe I just really want to go to the Caribbean right now because, I don't know, I just need another vacation. So, this is the finished look. I just love that lip combo that I had. That was just like, just ties it all in together, right? You know, ties everything all in together. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.